AI is producing vanilla. If you want to use it to start something, go for it, but it cannot be where you stop. Hi, it's me again. It's Laura DiBenedetto.
Hi.
And I've got Julia Becker Collins with me. We love bringing the show to you. Thank you so much for being with us. And I also have my fuzzy kitty cat sitting on my desk. So she may make a cameo today. I have no idea. I know she's super pumped to talk about marketing, obviously. So, I mean, what cat isn't? So anyway, today we're going to be talking about how generic is kind of dying and borderline dead, and why your marketing needs to be a knife, not a spoon. So AI is the episode arc that we're in, and this is the conclusion of that arc. And, essentially, AI is creating this just homogeny of everything starting to look and sound the same.
Yep.
Not awesome. Okay. So right now we have a world of sameness, and your organic intelligence and your edge is everything. So not shocking. We've got 5 tips for you. And the first one is this: vanilla marketing. Yep, it's dead. You can't say, oh, it's good enough and expect it to go anywhere. You're literally wasting your time. And you are, unfortunately, everybody wants to say, oh, the algorithm is ignoring me and people are ignoring me. No, your content sucks. I mean, I'm subject to the same rules that you are. Sometimes my content falls flat. And every time I stray from the advice that I'm giving you, because I'm like, oh, I'm busy, I just need to get something out, it falls flat. Like what I've been doing lately has actually been working better. Posting less, but better. That converts more, and it converts in the inbox. So that's really important. Your advertisements, print ads, those are actually still a thing. But social media and your SEO, like you can't be vanilla. You can't. You're not going to stand out. AI is producing vanilla. If you want to use it to start something, go for it, but it cannot be where you stop.
It's not, you know what it is? It sounds like to me. Remember way, way back in the long, long ago when we had our office in Worcester and we were going to paint it different colors. And you're like, Julia, what color should we paint it? And I said gray, because I have no eyes for creativity. I am an operations girly. However, that being said, the gray didn't come from nowhere. It's that everyone was painting everything gray. And now we call it millennial gray because everything is gray. So everybody moved to the middle. Now everything is millennial gray. And now it's all boring. And so people are painting things different colors. So don't rush to the middle. Stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. I feel like if you could put a tagline on this whole podcast in general, not just this episode, is stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. Stop. Just stop.
Yep, that's so true.
Bad. Very bad. Bad. Hit you on the nose with the newspaper.
Let's actually talk about what office colors we did go with. We went with bright in your face royal purple. We went with I think like dark blue and light blue. I mean, we had a very, very vibrant office.
And like a lime green.
Yeah. And I feel so bad for the people that got our office after, because I think they were like just living in Boringville and then they show up in our colorful place. It's like, well, you can paint it, but.
So I know the people that had the office after us. I can actually get into this. I have a story to tell. Okay.
Ooh, I love stories.
Okay. Gather round, children. So we had this office. It was great. We grew out of said office. At the same time that we grew out of said office, we had a dispute with the landlord, whatever.
He was horrible.
We left.
Side note.
He was terrible. Peace out, home slice. We left. We did not paint over the colors because we did not have to. It was not in our contract to do so. Right. So we figured he'll just paint white over it. Whatever.
Landlord special.
Right. Landlord special, primer, white, whatever. No. What happened was he marketed it in those colors and then blamed us. The next organization to go in there was a nonprofit that helped women come out of prostitution. And they were in meetings in rooms with lime green and purple and blue. And while they enjoyed the colors, they hated the landlord. And so they left after a year.
Really?
Yes.
Did he ever
I
paint the
know the
walls?
woman who started the organization.
Oh my God.
I saw her photos on Instagram and I go, you're in my old office. Literally sitting in my exact old office. Yes.
That's hysterical. You think they've ever painted the walls?
You know what? That guy sucks. So who knows?
He does suck. He was mean.
He was awful. He was so awful. They ended up leaving and buying a building, which is what ended up working out better for them. So,
Great. I love it.
yeah.
Well, that's fun. Anyway, don't be boring.
Yeah,
You
really.
too could be interesting and leave someone with the legacy of your paint colors. Notes, kids.
No millennial gray. So number 2 is new. I can't even. I have the abadabbas.
Don't start me off,
Shocking.
Hernan. It's okay.
I know. I know. Nobody's surprised. Niche is the new mass. Talk to fewer people and hit harder. I feel like this could be the subheader for the whole entire podcast is niche down. Please, please niche down. Stop trying to be everything to everyone because then you are nothing to anybody. When you are more focused on who you're trying to attract, when you're more focused on your marketing message, when you really niche down to exactly who the ideal person is that you should sell to, not the person you are selling to, not the person you make a little bit of money on, but the ideal
Right.
exact person that you want to be selling to, you will sell more, not less. I talked about it in the last episode. I think I've talked about it in almost every episode we have done. It is counterintuitive. If you niche down, you will sell more because people will see themselves more in the marketing rather than trying to splatter a much wider net. And then suddenly it's so watered down that nobody really sees themselves in it and it's forgettable. So as Laura has talked about in previous episodes, if your brand, if you want to be contrarian, you'll get lots of people talking about you and you should be that way. If
Right.
you don't want to be contrarian, find a different way to stand out. But you need to hit harder and throw a punch rather than trying to just be boring vanilla millennial gray.
Yep. Totally with you on that one. Um, Side note, is it niche? Is it niche? I never know.
I think both are correct. I always say niche.
I feel like I wobble back and forth. If I want to
Like the
sound like a
song,
pretentious, Julia, I'll say niche.
niche. That's fine. I'm
I want
fine
to
with
sound
that.
like an American person. It's a niche, damn it. The riches are in the niches.
What's number 3?
Well, polarizing is profitable. It's true. And so Julia was saying that, you might not want to be controversial. There are ways to be controversial in just about every single business that you can possibly imagine. And controversy does work because you want to kind of irritate people a little bit. What's working right now is to be a contrarian, but also it is to be controversial. It is to have something really random like in the background of a video. Like, I just was at this conference recently, and like, you got to do something that gets people talking in the comments, even if they're not your people, because then enough exposure will get it to your people. Let's say I had a steaming pile of dog poo on my couch over there and I never talked about it. I just left it there. People would be in the comments, "There's a poo on your couch." And I'd be like, "No, there isn't." But like, so many people, or if I was like doing this and there was a big black seed in my teeth, which is entirely possible, like, you know, I've been enjoying like raspberry tea with actual raspberry seeds in it, so you never know. I think I'm okay.
I know. I'm like, check your teeth.
I know, right? So there's polarizing, but there's interesting. Like, you really, I mean, I remember years ago, we would ask questions just to get people talking that were off topic on certain pages that we were managing. We would ask, like, Apple or Android, and the comments would explode. And it's not that we wanted to talk about off topic stuff. We didn't. That was working at the time. But because it actually trained the algorithm to show that
Mm-hmm.
page's content. So we would ask for all the polarizing things, Coke or Pepsi, Apple or Android, like Mac or PC, and like,
Mm-hmm.
things where people would get really just bent out of shape and they would argue.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are still true. It's just executed a little differently now.
Correct.
So, like, I can tell you, like, here's my hot take for the day. I hate it with all caps. I hate it when men are referred to as men and women are referred to as females. I am not fucking livestock. You can say women with your big chest. That's what you can do. I'm a
I'm
woman.
not livestock.
That's how I feel about that. And let me tell you, that grinds my gears and I will die on that hill. I'm sorry, but if men get to be men instead of males, I can be a woman. Like, use the word. It's okay. And
Okay. So mine is when it's sports and then female sports.
it's just sports.
It's sports. So I have started saying that I only watch sports. I don't watch men's sports.
I don't watch men's sports. That's funny.
No. I don't watch men play sports. I only watch regular sports.
Well, it's like that whole argument, and you and I had this one years ago, and I think you've come
Yeah.
to my side of the fence. Boss babe, girl boss, lady boss, all of that can die a horrific, bloody death. No,
Mm-hmm.
you're just a boss. You're just a leader. And I'll tell you why. The moment you see boy boss on some dude's desk, we can have this conversation, but otherwise, you have no leg to stand on. Women are not a caricature. Fuck you, mic drop. We're done here. So
Right. So
that's
now
me
you can
being
say
polarizing.
sports and men's sports.
Sometimes you can ridicule your way into things too, Be like, oh, we're talking about the women and the males now. People will be like, what?
Exactly.
Oh, I hear men talking to like, oh yeah, I went to the bar and there was all these females. Female what?
Right.
Goats?
Cat. Right.
Chickens? What?
Female. Who the hell
Female
says that?
humans? Oh, there's a name for that. It's a woman.
I went to the bar and there were so many male humans. Ugh.
It's so dumb when people actually invert it. Well, anyway, there's your fun and ridiculously irreverent and slightly spicy version of being polarizing.
I love it.
Use
I'm
it.
here for it.
Pick something that
Double
bugs
snap.
you. What grinds your gears? Talk about that.
We
What's
love
number
it.
4?
Number 4. Ugh. I've literally, I'm leaning into the microphone, literally given full keynote speeches about this. So this is the perfect one for me. Your brand is not your logo. Ugh. Your brand is something else. Your logo is a representation of your brand. They are not synonymous with each other. Your brand is a feeling. Your brand is an ideal. Your brand is the purpose of your freaking company. Why did you form it? Why do you lead it? What do you do? Your brand is your guiding North Star. It is not the Nike swoosh. Nike does not equal the Nike swoosh. They are not the same thing. The swoosh is a representative of the brand.
It's part of your
If
brand.
your market, it's just, if your market doesn't feel something when they see your name, you have no brand. Your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room, which has nothing to do with your logo.
I love that.
You're welcome.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I just leaned into the microphone, got quiet, and I was like, I can't wait to taste your muffin. Did you listen to that thing?
Yes.
Saturday Night Live with Betty White and be like, wow, for a woman your age, I would have expected dry and crumbly. No.
Sweaty balls.
Wow, your muffin is really moist.
It's a moist muffin.
These episodes are getting worse and worse.
Oh, God. So terrible.
You know what? If you listen to this show and you are here with us right now, I just want to say I love you, man. No, seriously, if you are enjoying this humor and me and Julia just doing the old fart media, whatever, marketing show, we're here for it. Thanks for being here.
And if you are not watching us on YouTube, this is probably the episode to go watch.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Fully.
Last one was okay. Last one. Hold on. Serious
Deep
face.
breath.
Last one is to sharpen your message. So we talked about clarity before. Clarity will scale. Vagueness does not, and it doesn't convert. And this is another thing. I mean, we've been talking about AI and picking on it. Well, let's do it some more. AI is so good at generic, it's so good at vanilla, and it's so good at vague, where it makes vague platitudes all the time, and it makes really just like meh, vanilla everything. I mean, I like vanilla Haagen-Dazs, and that's about it. Marketing should not
Briars.
be really,
Briars.
really.
Vanilla bean. Briars.
Yeah, I'm a Haagen-Dazs girly.
That's fair. I mean, you're
Uh,
wrong,
I mean,
but it's
you're
fair.
wrong, but that's fine.
No, I'm not wrong. But it's fine. Keep going.
You are, but I still like you. It's cool. I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
It's true. It's true.
Anyway, the thing about all of this is you want to get really, really sharp. So if you've gotten anything out of these last 4 episodes, make it this: AI is good. It ain't you. It can't replace you. Thank God. AI is a helper. It is never going to produce the magic that your brain can produce. So if you're like, well, great, I've been listening to these episodes and both of you are so hilarious and I'm ready to learn and like go and do stuff, if that's how you feel, yay, I love you. But what if I'm just not that creative? Here's what I would say to you: keep your phone with you. And I have an iPhone, so I can't tell you what the feature is on an Android, or other device. But I know there's like voice memos and voice notes in the iPhone. Every time you think of something genius and you're like, oh my God, that's so genius, leave yourself a voice memo or send yourself an email. Like, you have pockets of genius all day, every day. Someone gave me the idea of actually setting up your phone on a little tripod next to your desk and recording some of your client meetings. It doesn't mean that you need to, blow up anybody's privacy. Don't do that. But like, get the part where you're actually talking and share little snippets of you just being a badass genius out there. And that's great social media content because you're actually out there being a badass genius and you're not giving yourself enough credit. It doesn't mean you need to be dropping hot takes all the time, or maybe you do. Maybe you're just that person where you think of hilarious stuff. Honestly, my husband should be a brilliant marketer. Too bad he hates marketing. He says the most off the wall stuff that we're like, what? Yeah, he would be like the hot take king, but also, he's deeply offensive, which is why his marketing would go very, very far. So, no, I love him. He's very funny. I laugh every day of my life. But I mean, I think just use what your mama gave you. Like, are you
Mm-hmm.
sarcastic? Use it. Are you funny? Use it. Are you a contrarian? Use it. Like, use what you've got. Stop hiding. Like, we've talked about authenticity before. I think we've done an episode. Julia, you probably know the exact episode number. God knows I don't. But like, the more you are the youiest you that ever you'd, that's great.
The youiest you'd that ever you'd.
Yeah, you like that?
That was funny.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I'm out here just being the meest me that ever me'd. I'm doing it. Listen, here's what I know. I am funny sometimes. I think I am hilarious all the time. I have hot takes on everything. I'm also frighteningly smart. So when I combine all of that, shit gets done. And my people come to me. And people who are repelled, Godspeed. Didn't want to work with
Mm-hmm.
you anyway, because if I gotta dim my light to make you more comfortable, this ain't gonna work. So that's me niching down or niching down or whatever.
Sounds better niching.
Niching, really? I feel like niching down sounds better. Niching, really?
I mean,
It
I'm going to Google as soon as we're done.
sounds horrible. Niching. Whatever. All right, are you Googling it now?
Yes!
Fine. Let's see what the robot says. And Google says,
It, multiple results.
okay.
It says you can say it either way, niche or niche.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like itch.
This word has two different proper pronunciations.
Oh, so both are acceptable?
Correct.
You know what's really offensive? The fact that oriented is the word and orientated is also now a bona fide word when it shouldn't be.
That's crazy. I haven't heard that.
I'm offended to the core of my soul. Like that shit got added to the dictionary.
Well, it's like irregardless.
No. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, let's create content around irregardless and orientated, and we can go to the library to figure it out. Ugh.
Or like nuclear versus nuclear.
So George W. Bush, when he was president, he couldn't say nuclear. He used to
Mm-hmm.
say nuclear. Laura
Mm-hmm.
Bush gave a speech and she dropped a funny in the middle of her speech. And she said, somebody asked her, like, like, what makes you better than your husband? She's like, well, for starters, I know it's pronounced nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome. I was like, wow, sick burn. Good for you.
She's funny. I
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, thanks for listening to our stupid shenanigans. It's fun to have you here. We really like doing this show for you, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having so much fun with these episodes. Yeah, let us know how you feel about your own marketing. If you want some help, we're here for you. Chances are, if you find this episode funny, you'd probably enjoy working with us, and we'd probably have a lot of fun while making you a truckload of money. So be sure to go to vision-advertising.com. Hit us up. Let us know how you're doing, how we're doing, and we'll talk about all the things. On that note, have an awesome rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode. We have no idea right now what it's going to be about, so let's get surprised. Okay. Bye.